Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love to the Syndicate Network and all of its colleagues. We about to have a beautiful discussion tonight. I'm so hyped. So glad to be having this discussion with you guys. I wanted to have this stream last night, but I was watching A Long Walk. You know what I mean? Your boy was in there. I was even going to, I was actually going to try to rush back home and do this. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to let it marinate. And here we are today. You dig? Much love to Socks. Bulletins in the house. What's going on, Socks? We got the homie Bat Dan Starts in the building. What's going on? Hey, Bat Dan's and Socks is both in the building. All is well with the world. You dig? We got Music City Soul. What's going on, bro? We got Mama Bear Doll. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear, and for rocking out as always. We got Sin Havoc 5150. What's going on? We got Qatar in the building. What's going on, Qatar? How you feeling, bro? Much love and appreciation for being here, bro. We got SPR Dave in the building. What's going on, SPR Dave? Shout out to you, homie. We got the good Austin in the building. Hey, shout out to the cool table. Saying much love, chat. Much love, Brody. Hashtag Syndicate Network. What's going on, Austin? Thanks for stopping through, Brody. You already know what's up. We got S. Warrior in the building. What's going on, S. S. Carter. Turn the lights down. Turn me up. This time is for the money. Hey, what's going on, Nessa Noel? Thank you for being here, Nessa. Much love and appreciation. Thank you. Right. Who else is in here? Am I missing anybody? We got Daniel Keller in the building. What's going on? We got Jalen P in the building. What's going on? He said, "How was it? Oh, how was the long walk, bro? Crazy, dog. I'm gonna do a video. I have to do a video. There is no way, but I liked it. I had some problems with it, but overall, it was really good. It was really good, and I'd be lying if I said that I didn't enjoy it quite a bit more than any problems that I had. And let's be honest, we got Jalen P. We got Crown Loads in the building, right? DC all the way. And shout out to the Curly Ray, aka Rebel Moon Theory, aka the sponsor of this stream. You dig? Make sure y'all is smashing that like button, hitting that share and subscribe as we are on the road to 5K. Trying to hit that, you know what I'm saying, pretty soon by the end of the year. You dig? If y'all didn't know already, these hashtags, right? Y'all already know what we talking about. We are the tip of the spear of the Zack Snyder fan base, 100%. And this conversation that we're about to have tonight is going to furthermore prove why that is. Right? 100%. I can't wait to have this discussion with you guys. And I'm so glad that y'all here live, rocking out, and everybody that will be on replay crew as well. If you didn't know the rules of engagement, we ask that you guys please be positive while using the hashtags. Please do not mix them, and also please do not tag, mention, quote, tweet, reply to, or anything like that anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to one James Gunn, aka Jimmy Pistols. You dig? CSJL to Netflix or YouTube and X are also platforms that you guys should be following along and subscribe to, as all pertinent information will be coming from there, as well as myself and Apex Lux of the New Geeks. You dig? And if you want to sponsor a stream, like the homie, the Curly Ray, aka Rebel Moon Theory, when you guys give super chats, super thanks, gifted memberships, super stickers, anything of that sort, it is tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom of a following discussion stream. I did want to say this before we get started. Unfortunately, there was some news earlier that Charlie Kirk, a prominent YouTuber and public speaker, political speaker, anything of that nature, he was unfortunately killed earlier today while he was speaking on the Utah campus. And I would like to have a moment of silence because, I think that this was definitely some news that caught the world by storm. And we want to open up the stream with this, and then we'll continue on with the regular show. You dig? So I'll be right back, and we're going to have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. All right. Now let's go ahead and let's get started with the show. You dig? I want to open this up because this is about to be surgical. You know what I mean? We got the homie, the Curly Ray, with the $5 super chat saying, going to see Demon Slayer in Infinity Castle tomorrow. Griffin Burns, aka Matthew from Rebel Moon Bloodline. Hashtag Demon Slayer, hashtag Rebel Moon. Let them know that you're pulling up. You dig? Shout out to the Curly Ray, aka Rebel Moon Theory, the biggest Rebel Moon fan in the entire Zack Snyder fandom. And we got to get him back on the Zack Snyder Hour. We're going to have to do that real soon. You dig? Thank you for the support, bro. And just keep doing what you've been doing, dog. Let me go ahead and give you this drop. You know what I mean? Let me find something to play for the bro. Here we go. You know what? I'll actually do this one.
Real quick, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Yes. All right. So, this kind of started making the rounds the other day, yo. This started making the rounds the other day, and sometimes I be having other stuff that I got to do, right? And so I can't really speak on stuff at certain times, or I got to kind of like talk about things in like a certain order, right? Or because it helps kind of expound on these conversations, right? But to really be able to have this conversation with you guys now and be able to hash this out, this is going to be very, very interesting. So I don't even know how long this stream going to be, honestly, because this shit is like so quick, so easily debunked on its face. This thing is so atrocious on its face. We ain't even got to dig all deep, yo. But look, like just from a helicopter view or a whatever you want to call it, a bird's eye view, right? The 10,000 feet, whatever, the elevated look from the watcher's perspective, from the one above all, right? However you want to slice this shit, right? There just seems to be this constant need to just like lie on the DCEU, and especially what Zack Snyder was over there doing. And it's really crazy because the other day I spoke about them kind of using the Zack Snyder name and brand through things that James Gunn was doing purposefully, right? Like naming it Man of Tomorrow to try to, get us to get out here and start just this long form conversation with him, and whether or not the name of the title was really going to be Man of Tomorrow, or whether or not he really stole it, and just keeping this conversation going all throughout the production. And then, unfortunately, when the movie comes out, those same people that you've been arguing with are going to turn around and tell you to watch the movie, right? But we also have this situation where now you just have articles coming out and just lying on Zack Snyder's name and what he did while he was with Warner Brothers, which is so long ago that they're still doing these things. But it just shows that also, in order to prop up what James Gunn got going on, they need to denigrate and diminish whatever Zack was doing. Right now, this thing has to be so much better than what was coming before and so much more successful, even though we know this. See, I gotta like remap this button, right? Every time I start cooking, I press that button and it's like bing, snatch me right out. But like we know this is hogwash, right? Like we know, those of us that have been here and have been having these conversations, we know on its face exactly what to look for, exactly what to go pull up, right? It's crazy. This is really wild. So instead of being able to, just stand on whatever real numbers that this thing has been doing, right? Or its real success, right? Or hey, maybe even the success of Peacemaker season 2, right? Because if that was successful, right, then they could also be talking about that. But instead, we're sitting here and we're lying about what Zack did while he was at WB with Man of Steel. Crazy. Hey, I ain't even about to read that comment, Austin. I ain't about to do that, bro. But you're absolutely right. Jalen P said they're lying about the VOD numbers now, too, saying it did better than Deadpool and Wolverine's 6-day window. Bro, that shit was on sale like immediately. Right? He said hogwash. I haven't heard that. Yeah, bro. We pulling out them words, that vocabulary. Right? Vernacular. You know what I mean? He's saying, yeah, not 125 million in profit. Hell no, bro. Right? Crazy. But we about to see, right? So apparently they saying, yo, Superman is way more profitable than Man of Steel was, y'all. They saying, yo, Man of Steel done already made $125 million in profit, bro. They saying it's over. Right? This report doesn't specify whether this figure is solely based off box office revenue or includes profits from tie-in deals. Right? Right? They don't know what it includes, but they know it's more successful. All right? They don't know what it's from, but they just know that it had already made 125 million. Right? However, right, Superman was more profitable than Man of Steel. As a 2013 Deadline piece noted that the Zack Snyder directed film made a profit of $42.7 million. Right? This gives Superman yo, I'm about to cook. I'm about to cook this shit so bad. This is about to look so bad. This statement right here is about to look so bad. Look, all right, class. I need you guys to read this along with me. It says, however, Superman was more profitable than Man of Steel, as a 2013 Deadline piece noted that the Zack Snyder directed film made a profit of $42.7 million. This gives Superman yo, they said Man of Steel made $42.7 million in profit, y'all. 42. That's it. Right? That's it. Yo, they said profit wise is only bro. I can't even get past that number without laughing. Though. They said it's only 42.7 million. They're like, look, it just didn't materialize, guys. Ain't that what this sound like? Hey, this just didn't materialize, guys. Right? Says this gives Superman an $82.3 million lead over Man of Steel. He said, so they admitted that Man of Steel made a profit. Wasn't the narrative that it was a flop? Hey, it don't even, bruh. I wouldn't even look if if Superman, he said, James Gunn, Superman, I made 125 million in profit. Man is still.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. Stop.
He said, how are they acting like the internet doesn't exist? I'm about to show one, bro. Don't even DC all the way. Don't jump ahead of everybody's in class now. Don't jump ahead of the lecture. Don't jump ahead of the lecture. All right. We gonna break this down. Yeah, because they saying this shit only made $42.7 million. Oh my God, this is so crazy, bro. Oh my goodness. There's no way. Yo, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. If I was like an influencer or like somebody that was like a writer for one of these outlets, there's no way I'm putting my name on some shit like this, bro. There's no way that I would put my name on something like this, knowing that there's a Skywalker out there that's gonna put my article up and it's gonna have my name on it, and it's gonna have me with some shit looking side by and it's gonna be side by side, and it's gonna look crazy, right? He said, incongruencies and no material. It just didn't materialize, y'all. Cake Batter says, according to the site, the numbers, Man of Steel made 120 million just from Blu-ray DVD sales. Yo, just don't jump ahead, Cake Batter. Look, we about to look. It's just gonna be 1 second, and I promise you. He said, class is in session. Yes. What's going on, Sean Franklin? Mama Bear said, I standardly jump ahead in math. Hey. He said, Snyder said that the 125 million is not profit. I know it, bro. We about to see. Right? We about to see. Because before we even get to Man of Steel, right? Because this is what I talked about when I just said that a guy like Sky would have me up there on some side-by-side stuff, and it would look crazy, right? Because I want y'all to do some math with me, okay? The budget for Black Adam was $195 million, which was less than what Man of Steel costs in both aspects, right? That needed to earn $600 million to break even, and to surpass it to turn a profit. Okay, so it costs less than Superman in terms of budget and marketing, but it needed to earn $600 million to break even. Okay. Okay. All right. Like, I ain't no mathematician. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't the best at statistics. You know what I'm saying? But right? Ant-Man, Quantumania, right? Had a budget of $200 million. Right? Marketing was once again less than marketing was less, right? And it needed $600 million to break even. Wait a minute. What the hell is wait a minute. How are these movies costing less money? How are they costing less money but require what Superman made to break even? Right? Right? But Superman can make around 600 million, and it costs more in budget and marketing, but yet it somehow could net $125 million. Yo, y'all tell me the math is mathing. Yo, is this girl math? Like, I don't know what the fuck is that's what they say is hashtag girl math. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? What the hell is this, yo? I don't understand. How did these movies cost less but needed more? But what the fuck is going on? Cake Batter said they're using Common Core. I'm done, bro. Look, Mama Bear said my girl math is better than that, and I have the award to prove it. DC says somebody forgot to carry the two. This is crazy, bro. They look, the budget and the marketing was less, and it needed 600 to break even. Right? But yet this movie could cost more, and it made around 600 million, but somehow it made $125 million in profit. Yo, look, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But that's what I mean about being able to put my name on something and just have somebody be able to come through and just cook it. He said, this that new math they teach in school, bro. All right. He said, just move a decimal. He said, and I don't even believe that marketing. I don't either. I don't either, bro. We know it was over 200 million. He said, are you getting your Spider-Man? I want to ask you tight. Hey, I don't know. He was like, he said, are we talking pesos? Bruh, they over there talking about Prussian francs, bro. What's going on, Paolo? He said, it's that new math, right? Mama Bear said, this child was left behind. WB hit the usher. Watch this. They was like, yo, we about to hit these motherfuckers with some new math, bro. Y'all remember when Jay-Z went when he went platinum before the album came out because of that Samsung deal, and he was like, new rules. Yeah, they was like, yo, this that new math. This that new math, bro. Right? Y'all don't even know about this yet. Y'all ain't even seen this math yet. Yo, this type of arithmetic This type of arithmetic, he said, like her Black Adam math makes no sense. Bro, it all made no sense, bro. He said, I was waiting for this stream. Bro, y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. Right? But nah. I'm gonna need Richard Fink to stay right there, bro. I'm gonna need Richard Fink to stay right there, right? Because he didn't want to put his name on this, right? He said, Mr. Incredible, why are we changing math? Math is math. Yeah, bro, exactly, yo. PEMDAS, bro. He said it's that toy collector arithmetic. Round off the decimal. Bro, they don't know about PEMDAS, bro. I think that's what it is. It's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. All right. Parentheses, exponents, right? Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Right? He said that's the problem with Hollywood right now. No one wants to be honest out of fear, it seems, of losing whatever perks come with the relationships. They just throw, you know what? Speaking of that, yo, before we get into the Man of Steel part of it, yo, somebody just kind of said something honest. And I think that this kind of proves, right? Like what you were talking about, right? What is going on? He said that prophet's from Earth 2. Oh my goodness. What the hell is going on? Why can't I? Okay, I didn't do something. I don't know. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna play this.
You see this all the time at the level of the top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Right. But yeah, somebody was being honest. Let me play this video. And I think it's very telling because I think this is about a certain movie that came out this summer.
This summer has been the worst summer for movies since 1981. No one is going to the movies. Why? Well, we stacked it upon ourselves, right? So the article points to the reboot is done because it's been used too many times, right? So that's been the strategy to get us all back. But there has to be a new strategy, a new thinking, and some compassion and understanding that money isn't everything. You got to give to get. It's a circle. And that's, coming back to working in LA, we work within the community first. And then it works out, it spins out to the world. We have the ability, we have the artisans, we have the filmmakers, we have the directors, and we have the money. So why not give and take a little bit and bring some enthusiasm back into the theaters so we can all see movies together again.
What was a summer blockbuster reboot? Good question, right? But he said they're using the square root numbers, bro. Crazy. But I wasn't the only person that was calling cap on this 125 million. Let's go ahead and hear from Jeff Snyder.
Think about the ancillaries, right?
Right.
That's where the 125 million is coming from.
Ah.
Not that it was a huge theatrical winner. That's not what this story is about.
Right.
If they're saying Warner Brothers is going to profit 125 million, that's basically what the ancillaries are. The cable rights, the airplanes, the fucking VOD, all like home entertainment. That's basically 100 million. So maybe it made 25 million profit in theaters. Yeah, people just don't know how to read these facts, and the fact that it was Variety of all people and giving like the numbers for every movie that Warner Brothers did. It's like, okay, so Warner Brothers just like fed this to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they 100% fed it to you guys. 100%. Yep. He said that was my pick for Dr. Doom. Hey, Giancarlo Esposito as Dr. Doom, that'd have been crazy, right? He said, yeah, ancillaries. Absolutely. But I'll just say this, we know that 125 million is cap. We all know that, right? Jeff saying maybe it made 25 million at the box office. I don't even think so. But I want to go back to this thing right here before we move on. Right? Because one more time, y'all. Man of Steel made $42.7 million in profit, according to this article. That's covering the Variety thing, the Variety piece, right? But Richard Fink repeated it, so hey, it is what it is. $42.7 million. All right. Crazy. We about to get to this. All right. Now, I need you guys. I need you guys to read this along with me. Okay? This article is from Tuesday, June 11th, 2013. So this article is over 12 years old. All right? I need you guys to read this along with me. It says Superman is already a $170 million brand superhero as Man of Steel tops the product placement charts. Right? Right. Let's go ahead and skip through this. It says the clamor to reference points has been so strong, right, that Warner Brothers has almost 100 promotional partners lined up, which has earned it $170 million already, right? Brands including U.S. car manufacturer Chrysler, blah, 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 right? Before doing any business at the box office, the film has recouped 3/4 of the $225 million it cost to make. Bruh, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here with this $42 million. Anybody that came on this internet and talked about this film only making $42 million in profit, ether. Done. Finito. Argument over with. It made $670 million at the box office and already recouped 3/4 of the budget back before the movie even came out. Get out of here. What are y'all on, bro? What are you guys, what is wrong with y'all? Why does it take somebody like me to come out here and have to have these conversations and have to, right, trot these old articles out, right, and make them look bad, right? Why? Why? Oh my goodness. Yo, there's no way I could look myself in the mirror and be able to like, you know what I mean? Rock out and be able to be like, oh yeah, like I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here lying to the people and letting people, put their arm up my back. You know what I mean? They said it made $42 million in profit, guys. This movie made $670 million. Wait, so it made more than Super. Yo. Oh my God, bro. Why does it take me coming out here to come say this? Right? Has anybody else been cooking? Has anybody else been pointing this out outside of Jeff Snyder? Has anybody brought this up? I'll wait, because I need an answer, yo. Why is it the Syndicate Network that's the tip of the spear on this stuff? Huh? Why is that the case? $42.7 million. And it made more than Superman did and did more business before. So it did more business before, made more money after, cost the same. Yo, I'm done, dog. I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. Yo, I need you guys to realize that before I start shutting down this stream, because I need y'all to start putting y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom. I need you guys to realize this. Man of Steel made more money before it came out, and it made more money after it came out, but it's less profitable. And it costs the same. Wait a minute. What did they say that the budget was? Right? I'm going off their budget. This shit, don't that say 225 million right there? Huh? Didn't this say $225 million? So it costs the same. He said, you got the right mic selected. I don't know. Do I? What's going on? Yeah. It should be. What's going on, bro? Yeah. I don't know. See? He said Fantastic Four made over 120 million back from partnerships too, but everyone ignores that. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. It's wild, man. It's wild, bro. Not Austin. I'll check the mic setup afterwards. I don't know what's going on because it is on the right. He said, nah, sounds good. My boy just hyped, so it's louder than normal. Hey, my bad, bro. My bad, man. Because this is crazy, dog. It costs the same. I'm using their numbers. Look, y'all see it's highlighted right there. Cost 225 million, right? Budget 225 million, right? They said this made $170 million back. Jeff Snyder was just saying he think that might have made what, around 100 back, maybe, but that's still after the fact. In terms of all these other partnerships and stuff that you was already gonna get. That's wild, bro. It made more before and after, and they talking about it made less than half the bruh. Anyway, dog, look, y'all start putting y'all questions and comments down at the bottom. I can't keep doing this, bro. I can't keep doing, bro. These people, dog, like, look, at this point, look, the fact that conversations like this are happening right now, I think is very telling, and we're gonna break this down too at some point very soon.
Pam and I truly believe, for better or worse, you can't do our jobs, or even the jobs below our jobs, where you're a gatekeeper for material and curating what gets brought up for greenlight consideration. You cannot do the job like you're afraid to get fired. Because if you act like that, innovation dies. You're just doing the job to protect yourself, and you end up making the same movie over and over again, and the consumer moves on.
Oh my god, bro! He said, "Remember that?" Yo, bro, bro, that pepper's wild, bro. I'ma just say, man. I'ma just say, bro. I'ma just say, dog. He said, "Let James Gunn cook." He said, "Let him cook, dog." Oh my god! He said, "Scott saw that podcast." That's what's. Hey, I saw a little bit of it, bro. I saw a little bit of it, bro. DC all the way said, "Sky, check out Flicks Talk Man of Steel review. Started the 1 hour mark right when end credits go. We need a cleanser." Wait, is that like you want me to do that right now, or are you asking for that like as a follow-up stream? Because if it's not long, we can do that right now. And you ain't got to put a super chat. Just let me know in the chat. Jalen said it's just so funny because this only happens with DC. I don't see Doom fans, Godzilla fans, etc. debating about the box office. The movies made money and they were good. End the discussion. All right, it's crazy. He said, "Yeah, now okay, that'll be your drop, sir." So I'll go ahead and I'll pull this up now. And let's see what's up. This is crazy, bro. He said, bro, this is wild, man. This is wild, bro. This man, hold up. I don't know why it's not like loading or something. Oh, here we go. Let me find it. Said the 1 hour mark. He said we need a palate cleanser, huh? Right. This is funny, man. This is hilarious, dog. He said, Sky, you got to hear what Pam Abdi said about James Gunn. Yo, I'll check that out. She was destroying him. Yo, is it in that interview? You got to just shoot it to me. All right, bro. Go ahead and pull this up. $42.7 million, dog. What the hell is wrong with these people, man? Okay, this is Flicks Talk from a DC All the Way request.
Oh my Lord, Flicks Talkers, that was amazing. That was everything I wanted in a modern Superman movie. And once again, I gotta say,
and it's from 2 weeks
the
ago.
only Superman movies that I know of and I have watched in my lifetime, more recently actually, because I just never got into this for whatever reason, was the original Superman movies with Christopher Reeves, Gene Hackman. So I've only seen the first two, so I know a little bit about some of the characters like Zod, like Lex Luthor, Lois Lane. I know a little bit about these characters, so when they're introduced, I'm like, oh, okay, I've heard that before. So let's just start off with this incredible cast. Henry Cavill as Clark Kent, a.k.a. Kal-El.
Okay, this guy sounds like he is a general audience comic book movie watcher, at least with in terms of Superman, right? So it don't sound like he got much of a dog in the fight. It sounds like he just watched the OG Superman movies, which, you know, it's sounding like he is loving the movie, and I'm not really that surprised. You know what I mean?
A.k.a. Superman. So I thought he was perfect for this role. And I'm trying to think of, if I go back and possibly his catalog before this, before 2013, what have I seen Henry Cavill in? Because believe it or not, he only has about 30 flicks under his belt. So before this, it was The Cold Light of Day, never heard of it. Immortals, heard of it, but I heard it was kind of bad. And Hellraiser,
Hey, no Immortals slander over here, yo. Immortals is dope. Shout out to Mickey Rourke, dog. What's wrong with y'all? Shout out to Mickey Rourke. I know he ain't seen it, but still, I don't like it. I don't like Immortals slander, yo. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mickey Rourke.
World in 2005. Yeah. I definitely did not watch that just because the later Hellraiser movies were trash.
Oh,
and
so
The Count of Monte Cristo in 2002,
first. All right,
which got good ratings, but never saw it.
Cleanser.
So you know what? This is kind of like probably a breakout movie for him, for people that didn't know anything about him around that time. So that being said, guys, Henry Cavill as Superman was amazing. And I only have two other comparisons. I have the 2025 version, which I just saw James Gunn, which was David Cornsweet, I believe, or Cornsweet. And then I have Christopher
Can't get his name right. Bro, we were telling you guys that this stuff matters. We were telling you guys that people weren't even going to be able to say this guy's name. We were telling y'all.
So obviously, I'm going to compare and contrast it too. So Christopher Reeves, Superman, to me, was just a little more, clean cut, very, very PG. Obviously, that was kind of the whole theme of the movie. He was quirky when he was Clark Kent. And he obviously didn't go that edgy. He tried to save as many people as he could, always take down the bad guy. but in the best way fashionable, as far as like not trying to destroy the city. Now in 2025, Superman, he kind of shared that same characteristics, at least, you know, a little bit of, you know, everybody was talking about how emotional he was. And I know you guys saw my reaction and I'm crying throughout the movie, but that was because of certain scenes touched me emotionally, right? So we'll get into that because the waterworks came for me in this damn movie.
Hold up. First of all, let me put this at like 1.25 or something. Bruh, he was crying during Superman, dog. All right, hey, I'm listening. This does seem to be general audience. I'm listening. It's all the way GA if he was crying, dog. Like during what? When he was saving a squirrel? All right. I'm listening.
But David Cornsweet. Why do you gotta have a name like that, man?
Bro, nobody knows how to say his name. I told y'all, bro. Anyway,
I guess it's Cornsweet because there's one E. Okay. Anyways, his portrayal of Clark Kent and Superman in the movie Superman 2025. I'm just gonna call it Superman 25.
Emotional damage.
He was a little bit more PG when the world around him was rated R. That's the best way I can describe it, kind of. And you know, he didn't let loose or unleash his full throttle only until a couple of scenes in the end. I don't want to give a full review, you guys. I'm going to leave my review for Superman 2025 down in the description below. Now, Man of Steel 2013, Henry Cavill, balanced perfectly what it was like growing up as a human in Kansas and finding out that he is Superman. He is from he's a Kryptonian. You know, he has these powers. I mean, he knows he has these powers, but you know, he's very conflicted. Mom. Why? I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to have this. I just want to be a normal person, a normal boy. You know, Pa Kent is telling him, you know, please don't reveal who you truly are. The world will not accept you. His dad's telling him otherwise. So it's like, you know, there's all.
You know, somebody brought up how they be talking about what happened with Pa Kent and Superman allowed somebody to get shot in the head right in front of him to keep his identity a secret. Crazy. Never want to hear about Pa Kent ever again.
All of these things, all of this conflict going on, and it was perfectly displayed in Henry Cavill, even young Henry Cavill, and I loved it. And when he got bullied, he didn't fight back until the fate of the world, the new world, by the way, which was a constant conflict of, you know, should I give over, you know, to create this Kryptonian planet again? But it's at the, you know, literal apocalypse of everybody on Earth dying, you know, Armageddon, basically, for us, genocide. So he said Krypton had its chance. You know, Krypton did have its chance. And, you know, they ended up just self-sabotaging themselves, it seemed like, or Zod did. And they destroyed themselves, unfortunately. Yep. And Superman didn't want that for this Earth planet. And I thank you for that, Superman. So I really
made the hard choice.
He got aggressive, and I felt it. I felt the nose, and I felt the when he launched into the, you know, he's screaming when he goes flying, like, you know, Independence Day when they go right. Hey boys, I'm back. You know,
oh my God, hey, that's what I'm about.
That's what the fuck I wanted from this Superman 2025. Why didn't I get that? Why did we not get that?
No, he's talking about when he flew into the World Engine, and with the "Hey boys, I'm back." Which that moment actually is pretty emotional for me in Independence Day. Crazy. But, you know, he said, why couldn't I get that in 2025? Because it's James Gunn, dog.
I understand why everybody latched onto this one. And I'm not a Zack Snyder superboy or fanboy, whatever you want to call it, guys. I've never seen another I don't think I've seen another Zack Snyder. Well, I probably have, but no, Zack Snyder did. Did he do Dawn of the Dead? I think he did Dawn of the Dead. Okay, I saw that remake. But I'm not a fanboy when it comes to everybody talking about this fanboy shit. This movie is light years ahead of Superman.
Do y'all ever notice how, like, you can't even say you like one of Zack's movies without having to give that disclaimer? But it's because everybody understands how the internet is. And back then, this is egregious. Back then, you lucky I don't make this whole stream about you not seeing Independence Day, bro. I will make this whole stream about you not. Nah, I'm just joking, bro. But anyway, it's crazy. Like, it's wild, Joe. He said, bro, this is smoking, this new James Gunn Superman, dog.
I think he did Dawn of the Dead. Okay, I saw that remake. but I'm not a fanboy when it comes to everybody talking about this fanboy shit. This movie is light years ahead of Superman. I'm just gonna say it is light years ahead of Superman.
Thank you.
2025. And I liked Henry Cavill.
It's just better, dog.
No, Amy Adams as Lois Lane, not so much. I mean, she was a good counterpart, but did she kind of play that quirky Lois Lane character? At least the original that we got. I forget the actress's name, but the one that we got from the Christopher Reeve version.
Still vulnerable.
You're really there for the interaction with her and Superman, and we got that in little glimpses, but it was more about her getting the story. And I understand she's her own individual and stuff like that. I appreciated the Lois Lane that we got in this movie. I had no gripes with it. Amy Adams is a great, fantastic actress as it was. Now, Michael Shannon as General Zod.
Zod, bro.
Y'all need to watch more Michael Shannon. Can we make that a shirt? Watch more Michael Shannon movies, or a patch or something? Because it's not that he's an underrated actor. People know that he's great. I feel like newer generations don't know about Michael Shannon, so please watch him. But General Zod, he definitely conveyed the dictator. I feel like he channeled that perfectly in this. And I liked everything that we saw. I liked his motivation. I liked that he didn't give a shit. He just kept going. He didn't show empathy. He didn't care about anything. Even when it came to some of the discussions that he was having with Superman himself face to face, no, he was still going to do what.
Hey, for sure. This is dope. Look, I'm going to stop this here. Y'all already see where this is going. Y'all check out this guy's channel. It is Flix Talk. You know what I mean? Y'all go head on over there, FLIX Talk. Right? But yeah, we about to start wrapping up this show. You dig? He said, oh no, a mama bear said, right? I'm clutching pearls over Pat Dan not watching Independence Day. That's what I mean. Right? He says, it's sad people have to put a disclaimer. It's because they know about this internet stuff, bro. Everybody knows that you're not supposed to talk good about Zack Snyder films. That's why. That's why they do it. It's because they know. That's why they all gotta say, yo, and I ain't no Snyder fanboy, you know. Shit, what he gonna say about Michael Shannon? Yo, nah, he was calling him dope. You know what I mean? Oh no! Shout out to DC all the way with the $2 super chat saying you gotta admit good review. No, great. I just don't like reacting to all of like super long sections because I like people being able to go and check those. I don't want to take away from his views. You know what I mean? But head on over to Flix Talk because I am gonna finish that after the stream's over. You know what I'm saying? Because he was cooking for sure. Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom. We about to start wrapping up. You know what I mean? Because I'm actually about to check out the rest of that video and I'm gonna go play some Hell Divers. You know what I mean? Because I ain't about to sit here and keep talking about this, man. They sitting here trying to $42.7 million. Black Adam costs less, but needed. It's like, this is crazy. Hold up. Y'all did hit 50 likes. Let me go ahead and give y'all this drop. You dig?
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
Yeah. Yeah, dig. He said, hey, give my spot to Rebel Moon Theory or Charlie Kirk. Oh, you know what? I will do that. I will do that. I got you. You dig? He will hear your plea when you watch Independence Day. Let him know. Mama Bear. We got a Cody the Komodo saying, I'm playing a Morrowind right now with you in the background. Hey, for sure. Right? Yeah. No, I'm about to hop on Hill Divers with the homies. You know what I mean? I just got that the other day. It says, you got to do a disclaimer for liking Michael Bay movies too. No, that's absolutely true, but it's to a lesser extent. But it's true. Absolutely. It's just to a lesser extent. Michael Bay gets hate, but the Zack Snyder shit is on a whole different, I don't know. Right? But yeah, let's he said, come on, Disney Plus, you own this movie. Why do you not have Independence Day on your platform? Yeah, I think I got that in 4K, bro. I think that's wild that you ain't never seen that movie, bro. But it should be on streaming somewhere, 100%. Welcome to Earth. Anyway, yo, I'm gonna catch y'all next time, bro. Y'all have a good one. I should be back tomorrow. You dig? We'll see y'all soon. Peace.